My mom said she was broke for my wedding. Then I found out she paid for my stepsister's luxury proposal. When I got engaged last spring, the first person I called was my mom. I was standing in my kitchen shaking so hard I almost dropped my phone. My fiancé was still laughing from the proposal, and I could barely get the words out. She cried when I told her. She said she was happy for me. Then, almost immediately, her voice changed. Sweetheart, I need to be honest. I can only give you about $1,000. Money is really tight. I told her that was more than enough, and I meant it. My fiancé and I were already planning a small wedding we could actually afford. A modest venue, handmade centerpieces, a second-hand dress, the kind of wedding built carefully, dollar by dollar. What I wanted from my mom more than money was presents. But every time I asked for that, she had a reason. Gas was too expensive, so she couldn't help with invitations. She was exhausted, so she couldn't go dress shopping. Restaurants cost too much, so she skipped our engagement dinner. And yet she always seemed available for Jolene, my former stepsister. Even after my mom's marriage to Jolene's dad ended, they still had brunch every Saturday. They still talked every day. My mom still called her my girl. 3 weeks before my wedding, my cousin sent me a link to Jolene's Instagram story. I opened it and felt my stomach drop. Jolene's boyfriend had proposed on a luxury Mediterranean cruise. Private balcony suite, rose petals, champagne, a string quartet on deck. And across the video were the words, "Thank you to everyone who made this possible, especially my bonus mom." In the comments, someone asked what it cost. Jolene joked that the $20,000 was worth every penny. Then she tagged my mother. I called her that night. "How much did you give Jolene?" Silence. Then, 15,000? But that was from savings, not checking. It's different. I just sat there staring at the wall. "You told me you were broke," I said. "I am. That money was set aside." "For what? Emergencies?" "She needed support," my mom said. "Her confidence has been low." I wanted to do something special. I swallowed hard. And my wedding wasn't special? Of course it is, but you're strong. You always figure things out. Jolene needs more help. That sentence explained my whole life. I was the strong one, so I got less. Less help, less softness, less consideration. Jolene needed support, so doors opened and money appeared. Once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. The car my mom helped Jolene replace, the classes she paid for, the way I was always told to be practical, patient, understanding. A few days later, I texted her, "You are no longer welcome at my wedding." I need peace that day. She called over and over. She came to my apartment crying, saying I was cruel, ungrateful, dramatic. Through the door, I told her the truth. I needed a mother too. I just learned not to ask twice. My wedding was small, beautiful, and fully paid for by my husband and me. My dad walked me down the aisle. My best friend fixed my veil. There was an empty chair in the front row where my mother should have been. At the reception, my cousin showed me a post my mom had made about children who never appreciate sacrifice. I locked my phone, took my husband's hand, and went back to the dance floor. Because for the first time in my life, I understood something clearly. Being the strong daughter had only ever meant being the one expected to live without love looking obvious.